Hi, it's Wednesday, so it's time for another Why Wednesday. Today I want to talk about why your cadence should be 180, or rather, why experts and things you read all the time say that your cadence should be 180. So if you listen to my live from a couple weeks ago on marathon training and losing weight, part of what I talked about was that a lot of research that is done on endurance running, half marathon and marathoning is based on elite runners and what elite runners do. And the idea that if it's what an elite runner does, it's what the rest of us should do, which kind of makes sense, but not really. So an elite runner, on average, elite runners have a cadence of 180. Great. That's the goal. But elite runners also run much faster than most of us recreational runners. So a cadence of 180 is really great if you're running an 8-minute mile or right around there, right? So I always use the 10-minute mile as the gauge. If you can run faster than a 10-minute mile, then it's good to have that goal of 180 as your cadence. If you're running a 10, an 11, a 12-minute mile, which that's what I ran for a long time, did a couple different marathons with a 12-minute mile average running pace, then your cadence is not going to be 180 unless you're taking tiny little baby steps, which you also don't want to have. You don't want to shorten your steps so much that you're landing behind yourself and then you don't have a forward lean and then your form gets all messed up. So, as with all things in running, it depends, but your cadence does not actually have to be 180. If you're running faster than a 10-minute mile, yep, it's a great goal. If you run slower than a 10-minute mile, right around 160 is going to give you that good form that you're really looking for with that, getting that cadence up. So don't stress about it. You're going to be fine either way. Another kind of caveat in that cadence factor is a lot of us use these wonderful watches and the apps they connect to figure out cadence because it says it right there in the app when you finish your run. But that's not super accurate. How is a watch on my arm saying how fast my legs are moving? So unless you have a foot pod that connects to it, it's a pretty good guess, but it's definitely not 100% accurate. So don't stress that as the end all be all. If you're really curious, there are PT clinics that you can go to that specialize in running form, and they have really cool technology that will help you figure out the official way to do it. There's also a way that you can go out and run and track how many steps you're taking in 20 feet and then extrapolate that kind of out. But when I've watched athletes do that and when I've done it with them, you can tell that it's not really accurate and that people start running different. So again, take it with a grain of salt. Don't stress about the 180 cadence. Happy running.